Good morning, everybody. Okay, now welcome to AUKFX, simply educational. Today is another video with a scalping video, a scalping trick with some rules and regulations. And in this scalping trick, we use our it's basically, it gives you also a beginning with a MetaTrader 4, that how you start with MetaTrader 4. Plus there are some Trendangle lines which will be used in the angle of 33.6 and minus 33.6 angles for buy and sell, and moving average setting of 49 linear weighted on close, and a max setup with its setting of 3, 18 and 9. So let's go to the charts. First we take a MetaTrader here. So in this MetaTrader I need a chart. So I open a chart, normal, commonly a major, that is Euro USD. So let us first set through the properties, and we set a scheme, a good scheme that will allow us to check the visuals of the candles and everything easily. So I'm taking a change of like silver, or maybe if you say like a normal color, so we easily predict market and the candles will not hit your eyes also. And the foreground is of course black, and grid light gray, no problem. Bar up and down black, bar down black, and the bull candle, okay, we take it blue, and the bear will be red, and everything is now set. So now the next thing is you have to take off this grid option. Now it's plain, it's set it from H1, and we are taking candles here. Now it's simple. Okay, now now scaling, here we can scale easily in and out. So let's start from our topic, that is number one is beginning with MetaTrader 4. And now if you see this, how quickly I made this a template, right? So I'm making this template for another chart. I go to the template and I load save template as my name, Aman Simple. So it's saved now. Now the second thing is what we have, you see, now there is a chart and this market is currently running. So the next thing is trend angle lines with 33.6 and minus 33.6 angle of buy or sell. Okay, let's talk over this. Why we use trend angle lines? We have an option here. If you right click here, right click, and you go to customize and then put trend angle insert, so there will be you see it's on the bar now. When we use this type of line like this, it's a trend line, right? It's a trend line, and we make we measure a trend here now. But I don't need this long trend line, so you have to select it and then go to the trend line properties, and then in parameters uncheck this ray. But after this, we don't know that what is our angle here, we don't know. So that's why we use trend angle lines. It's similar with the trend lines, but it depends on angles. So let we take an angle of this low and a high. First of all, we place two support and resistance here. We have a resistance here, and we have a support here. So it's our high and it's our low, right? Okay. Now we are predicting this area. So let me easy to you more easy and comfortable to understand that we are basically here. Okay, now this is your future, you don't know about this, and this is our past, and we are currently here. So how we start our scalping strategy at this situation, when we see a lower hit and then market goes back. So from this style you have to understand that where you put and where you place your trend angle lines. Let's suppose I place a trend angle line from here to down, right? So I take this here and then I place my trend angle. Now same situation here, just like trend line in trend angle, I stretch this to the point of this from here. Now the main situation is to understand that you right click here and trend by angle, you first uncheck this ray option in parameters, and then in angle in degrees, if you are taking, point to be noted, if you are taking for down, for sell trend line, if you are taking down trend line, then you will take minus, you will take negative value of 33.6, and when you press it OK, it will be settled as 33.6 angle. There is a logic of taking 33.6. You can also alterate it like 33.7 and 8, but 33.6 is so valuable, and I see in the back testing of the chart it's good. Okay, now where to place this trend angle line? That's another question. When we see, we don't know, we are just moving it out, we see that there is a high and this candle is low. We check this from our crosshair. So you click crosshair here, and then you notice that the peak of this candle wick and the peak of this is down. So this is your high. Now what you have to do, the logic of the taking trend line, the rule is you have to place this trend angle line in the middle of this wick. This is the main logic. When you place this in the middle of the wick, then you place it accurate. Now the second step, when you place this, you need a moving average. So you go to insert indicators, and then you go to trend, and then you select moving average from here, and in moving average period you take 49, and it's linear weighted and it's on close, right? So level visualization, everything is as default, only parameter you use 49 period, linear weighted, on close. Okay, now you see that moving average helping you. Now there is a strategy here. There is a strategy of combination of your trend line, your moving average, and now the third indicator which we mentioned in our progress, that is MACD setup. MACD setup we take 389 setting. So in MetaTrader 4 you go for another insert indicator, and then you go for MACD, that will be in oscillators. This is your MACD. You take fast EMA, slow EMA, and the MACD SMA. So you take here 3, that is 18, and that is what is the setting? I forgot. It's 9. So okay, it's 9. Basically when you multiply 3, 9 is equals to 27, but it's not logical. So that's why I hang up here that maybe it's 6. So yes, it's 6. It's my mistake in settings. So I also correct it here that it's basically 6. So when you multiply the 3 6 the 18. Okay, so okay, now its colors, it's silver and the line, signal line is red. Just make this color dark and make it more visual, so you can better understand also the divergence and the convergence. Now this is your pure setup. Now this is your pure setup, and you don't know here, that you are here. Basically you are currently, let me insert another thing, customize, and you take a drawing tool here, rectangle. Okay, now it's more comfortable to watch. When you see you are here at this portion. At this portion, your trend angle also saying you there is a gap here, you also take a evidence from a support. So if you hit buy here, from buy here, you have confirmed pips that this trade goes back to your moving average, not your trend line, moving average, because it's near about 41 pips and 16 candles goes up. So why I say this? Because in many places I will define you that how you take this action, that it's on a buy. But there are three indications. Number one indication is your trend line, right? Number two indication is your let me clear this, I just enter it for your understandings. Second thing is your moving average, and the third thing is your signal line. Now there is a zero mark here, you see there is a zero mark here, and the main, let me take pen, you are here, this is your first evidence, this is your first clue. Second clue, that you are beneath this trend line, yet you with a big great candle goes down, then there is a gap here, there is a big gap here. This gap must to be filled back. So this is your scalping technique, that filling gaps, filling the gaps, filling the gaps. That is your trade. In simple words. In simple words, okay. You are here, you don't know this future, you don't know, you just enter a buy here in two confirmations, that the number one, that your trade area is beneath the trend line and also is beneath and also it beneath from your moving average. Two parts, you see, two things. Now the third thing is MAC signal. When you see MAC signal here, the MAC signal is also at beneath the -0 level. Now this thing is basically need to be understood. When this line is beneath this level, that means the trend is on a sell. Okay, it's MAC understanding. And when you see this line is now crossed, it's now crossed this zero level, then it should be called as that you are in now a buy trend. But basically we are seeking the main point, main entry point, where also we see our big trend comes down and then we are going for up, right? So that's why I'm just ignoring this signal, but conclusion is that your trend line is your number one signal, then your moving average is your number 2 confirmation, and then your MAC is your third confirmation. Taking two of them and one is on 0, so the conclusion will be that trade will be 70%, we can say it. But if these three things are on the mark of the confirmation, that will become 100%. So now you got my point, what I am saying to. Okay, let me take another part. Okay, now we are taking a current part, right? We are taking a current part. Okay, let's see this. Now this is the current position. If I see that I'm taking a scalping trade right now, I just open my laptop and I see this. So quickly what I have to do, I just plotted two lines because to consider where I am in the range of the candle. This is basically, this all area is called a range. So in the range of support and resistance, I'm here. I'm just taking the top. So first what I need a crosshair. I just focus. Okay, we are in the top here and we see the market test and then retest again this area. So this is my top. Okay, now I take a trend angle line from here and then I sketch it to the next point like this, right? And then I double click it and I also make more comfortable like this. Now I go to the properties and I just finish the ray check box and then I put minus 33.6. right? Now you see that according to this, if you are here and market is going down, so now the psychology is totally changed. Now you know that market will go back to trend line. Yes, it's okay, but you see another part after a big dropping, it also goes again to the next trend line, same trend line, right? So the psychology is, now this is to be very understandable area. Okay, now you see that this trend line market, we are here, okay. Now we are thinking that market need to go to this moving average here. After this, that moving average travels to there, it's another case, but we are still focusing this part, right? So we are here and we are thinking that market must touch this moving average. But why? Number one, you are taking a beneath. So basically what we are going to do? We are going to do a wrong thing in a wrong manner, because we see a high but we didn't see that market is coming with a bullish trend. So the bullish trend gives us a signal of number one that we are bullish. So you have to take, we are on bullish, so we have to take a positive trend, not a minus angle, not a negative one. So you get my point. Let me delete it. Now I am taking from here. Now when you see there is no wick, so use the closest area of the candle. Now here is the part. Let me show you. We are here, right? We are here. Okay, now let me delete this also. More focus it. Yes, like this. Okay, now it's better to understand. Now we take angle and we plot this from here, just from the where this body starts of this red candle. I place this here and then I drag it to up. and I don't know where, but I have an angle. So just stretch it out to let me say this point, and then go to its properties, and then finish the array and take positive 33.6 angle. Now it's okay, it's setting. Now you see what we have here. We have that the moving average is now up, right? Moving average is up, and after this moving average there is also a cross, and we are in a bullish trend. Now when you see a bullish trend, mostly people takes the reversal. So if you are taking a reversal here, you see a wick, you need a wick, you see this, and you enter your cell here you enter a cell, right? Now the confirmations are that your moving average is far away from you, and your trend angle will be here, right? So you are taking this part, only 10 to 20 pips part, right? You are focusing that market will touch this moving average. Plus, if you go down here, you also see that there is a bullish bias. The setup of the market is bullish. So mostly people, me also, sometimes takes the reversal part. When you see a wave up, so there must be a correction. So mostly people, because correction done so fast, so we took trades in it. So there is another confirmation of wrong confirmation, that we have no confirmation of sell here, because if you see that we enter here, so after that market angle is above here, market angle is above here. Let me take this here. So the line, signal line, is saying us that I'm on a bullish trend. So here in this indicator you are wrong, but here in trend lines you have a major possibility here of some pips, and through moving average there is another possibility here. So all over this trade is just like this. Your exit area is your moving average, exit here, right? Okay, now let's take another part. Another part is, if there is a bullish trend, if MACD is saying you that you are on a bullish trend, so you have to take buy here, right? So your confirmation of buy here through this signal line. Now the second part is, you cross this trend angle, right? You cross the trend angle, but it's not possible that it's over yet, because market have so many swings. So you can see a same trend, market cross it, and then market recross it again above, and then cross it, and then recross it. So it's not a big deal. But the main thing is your moving average. When you see market close above the moving average, market goes another retest here, this red one candle. Let me show you this red one candle. You see this red one candle? Market retest this moving average again, because the moving average, what is moving average? What is moving average? This is my question. Moving average is basically a support or resistance. When a market candle comes to it, it behaves like a support and resistance. So you must have this in your mind. So market makes a test, and then you see another candle form above the moving average. So this is basically your buy trade here. This is basically your buy trade here. Why? Because you are taking this trend line. Now it's not valid, it's expired. it's not valid. This trend line is expired, but your moving average is still exists, and your MACD confirmation is still exists. It's on buy here, right? But we need three things. We have trend lines, we have moving average, and we have MACD. So we need these both three things act accordingly to each other, right? So where is our mistake? Our mistake is the bigger mistake, that we have this non-valid thing right now on our chart. When you made a trade, then delete it and make another trend, right? So you have to take out this and let we make our trade more valid. So I'm deleting this. Now I'm taking this part to make it more valid. I'm taking this part and I'm using this wick, and then I'm double click on it, and then I'm going to in its properties, trend by angle properties, ray, uncheck it, and then minus 33.6. Now you see the setup, that it's telling you, yes, you have a buy trade, and how much, you know how much on its 0.20 normal scalping range, you got 20 pips, accurate 20 pips on 2 bars. The first numeric is 2, basically these are 2 bars oblique 208. 8 number is not countable, but 20 means 20 pips, right? So this is your pure buy setup. And this scalping strategy basically depends upon these trend angle lines. So we enter here and we take this part and we exit from here. Now if you have a more mastering and if you have more experience on understanding of these trends, so you easily notice that yes, we have more trades. So you basically take a TP1, TP2 and then TP3, right? But I suggest you in beginning and practicing on demo, and then if you take it on real, you just focus your TP1, that's it, and then leave the market, because market gives you another chances. You have so many trades, you can easily take trades of 20 daily, maybe 25. Market make moves, market swings daily like this, this. So you can take so many trades in it. But the ideal trade time is, if I take maximum 5 to 6 trades daily in this way, and I need only little pips of positive pips. If I calculate, then I made a $7, then I made a $4, then I made a $13, then I made a 2.80. So if I calculate this, so I made total near about $200, you see, or maybe less than not more less than 50. So the average will be is about $50 to $70 in this way. It's so easy way, it's so easy scalping strategy, right? Okay, now it's the part 1 in which I give you a video of scalping. So I give you scalping video, let me think what I give. Yeah, I give you for breakout strategy. Now this is our trend strategy, trend line, taking trend angle lines and angle lines after waiting. So let's see a last example. Now here we have another chance. We move this here to here like this, and I feel that it's set it, because I set it to on 33.6 angle. But no, don't rely on chart, because this chart is not clicked on fixed scale here. If you go to properties and you go for this common, you did not check this. So if you not check this, then you need to be reset this amount. Go to properties again and then check there is the angle, and then set it to again 33.6, and you will see a little movement in it. Okay, now it's set it. Now here you see that moving average cross. Now we are expecting here something different. What? Wait. After this candle, what I am expecting, because I know there is a gap generating here, but I don't know I have to enter here, or I don't know that I will enter here, here. I don't know this future, right? So when I see this, now this is your experience. When I see this, I wait for it. Let the market move back to the moving average. And yes, market gives a clue here. Market gives a clue here that market touch here, and then market goes back. But you see after this, market takes another up movement. How you recognize this? There is a easy way. The easy way is you place another trend angle line for positive movement, like a triangle. You place this here like this. Oh sorry, I make a mistake here. Okay, place this here like this, and then double click it, and then go to the properties and set this. And you can do it very fast. When you get into the practice, you can do it very fast. So now this area, I see this another spike. It's telling me true things here, that market will go back to this trend line, or maybe more above. If I don't know many things like Iliad waves and trend channels, I don't know about it. I'm just a beginner. I'm taking this strategy, so I need to be practiced for this experience. So I need a trend line, and I optimize it that yes, I have a moving average gap here. So I have a trade back to the buy, back for the buy trade. So, but I don't know I have to enter here, here or here. So when I see this, yes, it's checked, because market, you see, just market is going down here. You see market is going down here. So when market goes up here, so this part is basically this part on mat. You see this part. When market goes, you see market goes up. So this is your confirmation. Yes, now I am taking a buy here, right? Now I'm taking a buy here, and on this confirmation you enter here for buy. You enter here for buy, and now it goes back to the, and you see another confirmation of this spike, that market is just close and then retrace back. So it depends upon the timing, because market always do, if you see you are in H1, right? Market candle moves go down like this, then 30 minutes, after 30 minutes it moves like this, and this portion goes up, like, and then after on 45 minutes, this is the main time. You have to enter in this time, because the last 15 minutes are so important. They are so lovely, and they will give you a fast movement of trade, right? So if you enter here for this is your first TP. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm just removing all this. Okay, now pointer cross here, and then we see from here to here, we see there is a one candle of near about 18 pips, 1 8. So this is the way of understanding of trend lines through moving average and MACD settings. I hope you will understand, and please do some practice on it. And if you have some comments, so please comments on my video, so I will give you answer there, inshallah. And we will meet again for with our next strategy, that is upcoming strategy, and it's magnetic lines. What are the magnetic lines? So in other strategy we discuss on magnetic line theory. It's also a scalping strategy. So thank you so much. We meet again.